Yo, what's up, guys? We're gonna be making a tower defense game in a week. I haven't had much experience, so this should be fun. So we're gonna start off with AI writing every single line of my code. I don't even know like how this happened, but all of a sudden I had like a circle rendering on screen with a window, so that was pretty handy. Anyways, I did some editing to resize the circle a little bit to make it smaller so it could be our enemy, our zombie, and then I got a better color for it so that it would look more darker. So after that, it looked pretty good in my opinion. It's pretty small too, so got to work on the outline. I got a darker version of the green for the outline, and I made sure that the game knew it was a zombie. And then I made the outline thicker so that it would work better. Anyway, so I made the grass for the background, but it was really, really bright. So I got a darker grass, a little bit darker than the zombie, and then I set the position of the zombie. Well, AI set the position of the zombie to the center. Um, I resized the screen so that when you full screened it, the zombie wouldn't be stretched. And then I set the zombie position a little bit lower and to the left so that it would be the start of a path. We'll get to that later. I made the zombie move. It went way too fast, but we were able to fix that pretty easily by making it a decimal point of movement speed. Is still incredibly fast, and it goes off screen because for some reason you have to go minus to get it to go up. But we're creating a class for the zombie now so that I can change how different zombies will look and behave. It was broken though, so I had ChatGPT fix it. But now it works. It looks exactly the same, but it works. We're trying to create multiple zombies now, but it doesn't work. So we're creating multiple different zombies. That worked, but they don't have any different properties. So I tried to make it so that they had different properties. It didn't work, so I had ChatGPT fix it again. Um, anyways, so after a while of trying to fix it, it did end up working with different IDs so that I could change how different zombies behave and look. We'll get to the behavior part later, but for now I'm changing it so that they have different colors for the different zombies and different speeds and stuff, so that's pretty nice. We are now giving them variables instead of just other stuff so that I can easily change their stuff, and we're changing their delta time so that their speed will be changed by frame won't be changed by frame rate. It made them go way too slow though, so we're doing some multiplication to make their speed faster, but that didn't do enough. So um, we're doing some more multiplication. It somehow made the zombie move faster than the fast zombie. I still don't know how that happened, um, but we're fixing it. The other time ended up being it ended up fixing everything, but and after a while of fixing speed, we eventually got their speed working. I tried to make them center based on their size. I couldn't figure it out. I tried a whole bunch of different variable stuff, but what ended up solving it was AI. See, I couldn't get it to work. I don't know. But we eventually, after a very long time, we got zombies to center, so that's nice. So then I tried to make them move along a path. It worked, but I didn't do the code, so I guess that's why it works. Anyway, so AI recommended me a path to draw. So I asked it to make them follow the path, and they actually did follow the path, but they ended up getting off center while they were on the path. So we had to fix that. It didn't work very well. I also drew the path. Well, AI drew the path. I didn't really do a lot of that work, but eventually we got the path to center. Well, the zombies to center on the path, which was very nice. I tried to get some vectors to work for the zombies so that the towers could detect it, but it turns out that I could just access the class, so all this stuff was pretty useless. I created some functions to spawn the zombies though, so I could make waves of them, and I made it to sleep for some seconds before spawning the zombies so that they wouldn't all spawn at the same time. But what ended up happening is that it would wait all that time and then spawn all the zombies right when the game started. So we tried some multi-threading and that ended up working. So um, now I have to deal with multiple threads, but that ended up saving the project later on, so it's fine. We got some waves to work and we got some variables for all the stuff that we'll be using to control the game, and then we can have a switch to do all the waves, so that's pretty nice. Got AI to fix it though because I broke it somehow. Um, and then we can spawn as many zombies as we want. We're just testing how many zombies will lag so that I know how many zombies I can take in this game. 10,000 didn't lag at all. 100,000, however, it lagged a bit. So there's that. So I got more waves working, and yeah, the function worked in multiple threads, so that's pretty nice. I ended up making a third wave so that with multiple threads, so that I could test out multiple threaded waves, zombies in the multi-threaded waves. Pretty complicated. And then we stylized the zombies to give them thicker outlines. I don't know if I ended up keeping that or not. Um, and then I spent an absurdly long time making some features that I never used and fixing them at absurdly high speed so that you guys will actually like get to see it. So that was the biggest waste of time in this entire project. It took like 20 minutes or something. But it ended up working, and I made some more for the stuff that I'm never gonna use. And then we made some functions to kill the zombies so that you know um, they'll actually delete themselves. But it errored again, so we spent another absurdly long time trying to fix all those errors. Yeah, it was bad, but um, it does work though. Um, we got game speed working too, so that's why the zombies were appearing faster. And we moved the zombies to a separate file so they won't clog up the main file. And then we fixed some bugs. And then we separated more stuff into different files like the waves and the path so that we can do some edits to the path. And then we are going to start working on the towers. Sorry, that's a little pixelated. But, so we're going to create some new files for the towers. And it took a while to prep them. But once we got the files working, we can use AI to get towers, the tower vector working, because I cannot figure it out. The point is, we now have a running game again. So somehow AI edited my tower script, so it now works somehow. So I gave the towers some stats, and we got some towers working with cooldowns and stuff. And we have current frames so that it can get edited by speed really easily instead of using weight and then speed changes, and all sorts of weird stuff could happen if we didn't do that. That's the point. So we did spend 40 minutes making the towers work, and eventually they did, and I was really happy because I was actually like losing sanity. But they do kill zombies now, so that's pretty nice. So I tried to make them change it by defense, but that was bugged, so I had a whole system running. It works now, but it broke everything somehow. I don't know. I must have done something. But it has been a long time fixing the code, but it did work eventually. But there was an issue. The towers they did not shoot at the right stuff, which was very sad because I worked so long on it. The bug fixing montage is at 100 times speed, and 5 seconds of 100 times speed. I don't know if you know this. It's about 17 minutes. That's a long time. And it did work though. I don't know why it's killing multiple zombies at the same time, but I'll fix that. Um, so now we're gonna fix the waves. I don't know why we're fixing the waves. I probably bugged it, but um, I guess they worked now. So I don't think it was. Oh yeah, it wasn't waiting until the zombies all died, but now we're implementing game speed again because I broke it. Um, but I think it's working now. it doesn't wait. It doesn't. The game speed doesn't affect the time between zombies, but it affects everything else. So we tried to fix that for over 30 minutes. I don't know how fast this clip is sped up, but it's probably pretty fast. I ended up having to do this again, I think, because I broke it again. But I think we did eventually fix it. I had to, yeah, I think I corrupted the file or something because I had to create a new project. Um, and Waves broke again, but we fixed it, and I don't think they wait before spawning, so I don't really know why that all happened. Um, but eventually we asked AI to do it for us, and it fixed it. I think I'm pretty sure it fixed it. Well, it took a while, but um, then we added color to the towers. I'm pretty sure, so they all look different now. And then not sure we have any other towers implemented besides this main one, but we have a shape for the towers now, and that's like basically at 100 times speed, adding shapes. I don't know why it took so long. But after this, I learned how to do shapes in this SFML. But burst shots on the towers, that was a feature I wanted to add. They weren't working, so here's a times 229x speed of me trying to fix burst shots. Um, but we did eventually do it, as you can see. It's killing two and then waiting a bit. The tower is rotating very weirdly, but we'll fix that later. In the meantime, we're creating a new tower, the Militant. It's going to fire really fast, but not do super high damage. And it's working too. As you can see, it's killing them. And now we're fixing the origin points so that they'll rotate better around, which, yeah, that was a feature that desperately needed to be needed. But then I got the calculations wrong. I did 10.5 instead of 10. We got origins working, and we tweaked some models so that they look a lot better and cleaner and nicer and stuff. And there is the Militant done. And now the game speed's broken again, so we're fixing it, and it works again. But now we're making the sniper, and we're fixing the origins and stuff. And the sniper, it has long range, high cooldown. So after that, I started adding health bars so that you could see how damaged the enemies were. It ended up turning out pretty well. As you can see, the health bars appear after you hit them. And then I started working on placing towers down so that, you could actually play the game. That took a while. I don't remember how long it took. It took a very long time, though. Anyway, so here's our finished code, and it does work. And the main issue with it was that it didn't work in full screen for some time, for some reason. Anyway, so now we're working on UI. So made a square shape and then moved it around and drew it. So it was actually the same square, just moving it around and then drawing it. And then I spent forever trying to get fonts to work. I looked at ChatGPT, I looked at the official tutorial, I looked it up on the web, I tried different fonts, I tried the Stack Overflow code, it didn't work. I don't know. So I got rid of that. And we're just going to use shapes um, to draw health bars. So since I didn't feel like drawing out every shape with points individually, I got ChatGPT to draw everything, and I tested it out. I drew what buttons you're supposed to click for every tower. It did not look good at all. Something happened. I think it was using like a shape instead of lines. So anyway, after that I fixed it. ChatGPT's points didn't work very well, so I had to go back and fix it all. But now we have the cost. So now I'm making them actually like take away from your money, and then I give you some starting coins. And as you can see, if you try to place anything more than what you got, it doesn't work. So now we're going to display how many coins you have and what wave it is on the screen. So, but ChatGPT's text didn't look very good, so I had to go fix it. Every last letter I had to fix. It took a long time. It took like almost 20 minutes, I think, but it did end up fixing itself. As you can see, coins and wave, the W kind of overlaps the A, but it's fine. Um, so now the zombies are dropping coins so that you can actually gain coins and actually play the game. As you can see, the coin counter works perfectly fine. Um, and now, instead of automatically starting the waves, you're going to have to push enter to start the waves, as you can see by that little button there. Also, I think burst shots stopped working. But now we are fixing game speed again because it broke. I don't remember how it broke, but it did. So we had to fix that. And it works. And as you can see, you can actually manually adjust it now in game instead of, you know, post. And it looks good, except it has a ton of zeros. So we're gonna have ChatGPT fix that because I really don't know, and it works. So that's nice. Um, so now we need more waves than just three. So we're making a whole bunch of new zombies that I got off a game I made in a different software. Um, and then we made all the waves using all the zombies, and then yeah, so those waves work. They're really hard though. So also the wave counter broke again. I don't know if it ever worked, but it works now, so that's nice. So now we're going to show how many lives you have so that I can you can like know how close you are to death. I'm sure it works though, so that's nice. Now the variables that we were using weren't global and they're going through a whole bunch of different functions using parameters, but now they're global, so that's fine. Um, and now we need to know how many the range of the towers just by hovering over it, like in other tower defense games. I don't know why it took me so long. It does work though. Full screen was an issue again for that, but it works. So now we need upgrades for the towers. This is another long process of adding upgrades. But as you can see, if you push E, it does upgrade them, although it has a few bugs. Like it doesn't press. It's like if you held E down, it just repeats until you do it. Anyway, so we made the path thicker, so it looks good. Um, and now I try to make the game possible by like nerfing zombies, making the waves easier. There ended up being a bug with waves, but I fixed that eventually. And now we have win and lose screens, so that you can actually like lose the game and win the game. The text doesn't center, but I don't know how to make it center because I lost the code for that. Anyways, now the game needs to be possible. Um, as you can see, it is possible. Anyway, so that is the end of the week. I didn't really have time for anything else to add to the game. Yeah, all that happened over the course of a week. But now the game's done, and since part of the challenge is also uploading this video, I'll have to talk to you guys later because I don't actually have the channel created yet. So, see ya.